To round out the country of Nigeria, we'll be talking about a region which was a latecomer to the direct Atlantic trade, and was well connected to the Arabs, Berbers, and Turks living in North Africa and the Middle East. A region I like to call the Hausa, Fulani, Kanuri country, home to the world's richest African-descended man, and Nigeria's ex-president Muhammadu Buhari. Most of this country was centered in today's northern Nigeria, and bleeded into parts of southern Niger, and the area around Lake Chad where Niger, Nigeria, Chad, and Cameroon share a border. And hence the name of the region. Most of the people here are Hausa Fulani, which is now its own ethnic group or people group, as well as Kanuri. This region historically has been one of the more centralized areas of Atlantic Africa, the Hausa establishing around 7 states from 500 AD going, namely Daura, Biram, which is now Hadejia, Rano, Gobir, Katsina, Zaria, and Kano, and the Kanuri establishing Kanem-Bornu from 900 AD going, the empire itself stretching all the way to Libya. And here, led by different maiz, emirs, or sakis, wealth-producing structures were quickly put in place, with Kano serving as a clearinghouse for all goods coming from the south, such as gold, kola nuts, and other forest products coming from the Akan, Yoruba, and others, products coming from the northwest, particularly from Mali and Songhay, and cloths made locally. This would then make its way to North African cities, the Ottoman Empire in the Middle East, and even as far east as Abyssinia or Ethiopia. This allowed for the wealth of all of these states, especially Kano, to grow immensely, with observers remarking that the city was as large as London, men and women mixed together, which was rare for an Islamic city. And business was booming with carpenters, masons, tailors, and blacksmiths. As time went on, however, the Hausa leadership, as well as the Kanem-Bornu leadership, were starting to create a deep distance between them and common folks, using their cavalry to restore order and raid for enslaved people in Nigeria's Middle Belt, sending them to Trans-Saharan. The Khan grew to government markets of the Gold Coast, and local markets. In addition, cowrie shells, as well as guns, were also making their way upwards to this region via the Atlantic Ocean, creating even more discord and instability. So as you can see, this led to a lot of resentment among locals and others who had now long resided in these Hausa states, especially among the scholarly Aluma class, comprising mostly of Fula residents from Futaturo, located all the way in Senegambia. Already in the Senegambia due to instability and on and off paganism, their brethren in the Gambia were leading revolutions against the ruling class, and this inspired Uthman Danfodio to do the same. He had already gained popularity among the common people, and many were converting full-scale to strict adherences to Islam, due to syncretic practices, women having more freedom and leadership being seen as a crutch, and being associated with the elites. So with the support of the Hausa and his brethren already stationed there, they were able to lead a successful holy war and take control of the whole entire region, thus creating the Sokoto Caliphate, and following the footsteps of the Wahhabi movement that gave rise to Saudi Arabia. As time went on, the Caliphate expanded, and a new ethnicity called the Hausa Fulani formed. After the 1830s, they were able to reach the Yoruba kingdom of Oyo, allowing them decent access to the sea, and resulting in an uptick in enslaved persons. Most of these people going to Brazil, Cuba, Haiti, Jamaica, Guyana, and Suriname.